Hey everybody, I have a quick 10 minutes before my next class, and I kind of just wanted to do a really quick video and talk to you about my current status in the home buying process. So if you watch my other videos and you watch my last video where I was really sad about it, I was going through this program called NACA, and I had they had denied me. So I was supposed to be approved to start my whole loan process last Thursday, and they said, I'm sorry, you don't qualify. But I mean, I was to the point, I was ready to take my purchase workshop, which is something that you do right after you qualify. They had me scheduled. As soon as I got off the phone with them, I got another phone call saying, congratulations for your qualification from NACA. And I'm like, wait, you guys just told me I didn't qualify. And then I heard them in the background talking, and they're like, oh, sorry about that. We didn't realize we had you on the schedule. So that's how close I was to qualifying for NACA. And then they go, bam, you're not going to qualify until February now, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I have been saving so much money and working so hard and getting my credit good and my husband's credit good. And I mean, we have just done so much to improve everything in the past year. We started this process with NACA in April, I think, March maybe. And we've just done so much to improve our situation and paid off a lot of debt and saved money and did everything we're supposed to be doing, just to be told that they still needed something else and we couldn't qualify until February now. So that was a real bummer, especially since I was supposed to qualify in October and then November and then December and whatever. So my counselor disagreed with it. I asked him to put it through to a second level review. If you are going through NACA and the underwriters deny you, you can actually ask to have it go to a second level review. And the guy's name is Eric something that it goes to, and he will just look at it, and he can override the other underwriter's determination. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know how well that process goes. Sorry, if you see me looking away, I'm just checking the time to make sure I don't go over. So I was super bummed, but I'm okay, things happen for a reason. If I'm not getting approved now, my house isn't on the market yet, trying to be really positive about it. And then I was well, hold on a second. I am a veteran. They told me before that I wouldn't qualify for the VA loan, but apparently the people I was talking to, they were wrong. So I found this Facebook page for veterans benefits loans. I can't remember what the Facebook page is called. And I started asking in there, and somebody said, hey, let me reach out to you and I'll help you get started. So this happened. So today is Friday. Okay. This happened last Friday when I called the VA. And I talked to them. Well, not the VA, but someone who works with the VA loans. And they hooked me up with a lender on Saturday. And they're like, okay, we think we're going to approve you, but I just want to have our underwriters give you, have them give it a look at to see if it's something that we can approve or not. I just want a second set of eyes. I had to send over a bunch of documentation, nowhere near what I had to send over for NACA though. I had to send over a bunch of documentation, and they had me approved on Monday. I mean, when they said it was going to the underwriter, I'm like, oh, here we go again. But it was approved on Monday. So then comes the holiday, and Tuesday was Christmas Eve. I actually found a house. I went to a private viewing with my realtor, and I found a house that I like on Tuesday. And my realtor asked some more questions about it and got back to me at 9 o'clock Wednesday morning. Wednesday was Christmas. So 9 o'clock Thursday morning, she got back to me with the questions that I had answered, or that I wanted answered. I put a bid in on the house on Thursday. I had my bid accepted and a contract signed. I got my real estate attorney. I've got my inspection set up for the 31st. I'm buying a house. I'm under contract now. I still haven't heard back from NACA though. Within a week's time from reaching out to somebody in NACA, I have a contract and I have all the loan documentation getting started, and I'm under contract to buy a house. So my closing date is tentatively March 1st. I think it's going to be sooner than that. I'm really excited. I'm not going to share too many details publicly about what my house is. It is an older house with some property. I can have chickens again because there's a chicken coop. I'm really hoping this doesn't fall through. We'll have to see. It's already been under contract with somebody before, and then they backed out of it because the septic can't get tested until the winter, or until the winter is over. So they just didn't want to deal with that. There's really no risk in it though, because the seller's putting the funds for the septic repair in case it needs it into escrow. So there's really, you know, nothing there, but they had used that as the reason to back out of it. So I mean, it looks to me like I'm buying a house. I'm super excited about this. And with NACA, this wouldn't have happened because they just kept giving me every excuse in the book that they possibly could. And with the VA, I went from my first conversation to a contract being signed in 6 days. 6 days. That's like so fast. I didn't expect us to go this fast. I didn't expect to find a house this fast. But I'm really, really excited. So that's my quick little update. I will let you know more as it goes on, and you know, maybe when I do my inspection, because I have to be there for it, maybe when I do the inspection I'll take some videos of it and show you. It's a cool little house. It's quirky. It does need some work done on it, but my husband and I were really excited to do that together. We've already like started planning how we want things. We don't totally agree on everything, but we're having fun with it. The outdoor space is really like what makes it awesome. We had contemplated living in like the suburbs. I'm really not a city person, so I'm glad this came around. This house has a barn, and I'm a country girl, so I'm super excited about this. But yeah, with NACA, I wouldn't even be approved until March. They were going to start the process in February for me. I wouldn't be approved until March, but they'd start the underwriting process for me in February. Here, I'm going to be closing on my house before I would have even been able to really begin the process with NACA. And my credit's the same at both places. You know, everything's the same at both places. You know, my husband was going on the loan in both places, and you know, we have the same credit score in both places, and nothing is different. They're not looking at anything different. But apparently NACA is super, super picky, and thankfully, thankfully, this is going to happen. Fingers crossed. I'm really hoping this happens because we're really excited about it. I don't know how often houses fall through. So, this is my first time. I've never done anything like this before. But I am really excited. My inspection is on the 31st, so maybe I'll do like a little walkthrough video with you to show you the house. It's nothing fancy, but hopefully you can see the potential in it like we do. It is an older house. But if it's something that you want to see, make sure you hit subscribe. If you want to hear more about the home buying process as I go through it, make sure you hit subscribe, and you'll see more about that, because that's like my big thing in my life right now is buying a house. So that's all I've got to say. I've got class like in a minute, so I will see you guys later. Super happy about this, by the way. I am so happy. All right, bye guys.